Hello everyone, let's talk about the former England footballer turned football pundit Trevor Sinclair. I'm sure that you've already heard that following the death of our monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, Trevor Sinclair decided to tweet the following. Racism was outlawed in England in the 60s and it's been allowed to thrive, so why should black and brown people mourn the Queen? Firstly, I would like to say that Mr. Sinclair is a scumbag. I'd put my house on it that he supports that vile organisation, BLM. And if he truly feels that way, then please deport yourself out of our country so that you can live in another country that you don't hate. Trevor Sinclair, at the very least, should lose his job. Thousands of working class people have lost their jobs for simply not agreeing with BLM, including another former England footballer, Matthew Le Tissier. Let's hear from himself explaining the reason why he lost his job as a football pundit at Sky Sports.
Why do you think you lost your job at Sky after nearly 20 years?
The whole thing about, I don't want to speak out because I might lose my job. Well, actually, I found that my life has improved because I lost my job. I don't think I've made myself particularly popular with my stance on not wearing a Black Lives Matter badge.
So why didn't you wear a Black Lives Matter badge?
Well, I actually did wear it for one show. We were told we pretty much had to wear it, otherwise, it wouldn't be very good for us if we didn't. And we were told that about a minute before we were due to go on air. And I wasn't particularly enamoured with what I saw. And I didn't agree with what they stood for.
This is the effect that the British-loathing Marxist group known as BLM has had on our people and our society. The ongoing Afrocentric Marxist ethnic cleansing of the history, heritage and culture of the white indigenous population continues mostly unchallenged. Even white children at school and higher education are now taught that they are privileged, racist, and that their existence needs to be abolished. Returning to Trevor Sinclair, this isn't the first time that he's had an anti-white rant. In November 2017, Sinclair was arrested on suspicion of drink driving, common assault and criminal damage after a woman was hit by a car in Lytham, St Anne's. On 2nd of January 2018, Sinclair was convicted of drink driving, urinating in a police car and racially abusing a police officer by calling him a white cunt. Trevor Sinclair is a scumbag, and I've come across a petition to have his England football caps be removed from him, and I've put the link to that in the video description, so please sign it if you agree that he should have his England football caps removed from him. In other football news this week, UEFA banned British clubs from playing the national anthem before their fixtures in the European competition. Glasgow Rangers thankfully ignored that order and sang our anthem in memory of the Queen, so well done to Glasgow Rangers. UEFA claimed that the reason for this was because our anthem is political, so it's not allowed. They did the same, banning the poppy on Remembrance Day a few years ago. However, UEFA, just like every other organisation in football, have been insisting that players bend the knee to an openly Marxist, openly anti-white and openly anti-British organisation before every single match. It's time for supporters to stick two fingers up to these British-loving Marxists and boo the knee-bending bullshit. Don't buy your team's merchandise until the BLM are kicked out of football for good.